Hi, welcome to Strength Reversed. It's Amy. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm at the tail end of my spring break, which is a total bummer. and it's a cold, rainy, dreary day outside. I haven't really been very motivated. I've been in a funk over break and not really called to anything. And I've been, mulling things over, which is kind of funny that I picked these cards today. I haven't really been called to make many videos, but I'm making this video even though I'm trying to talk myself out of it because one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel was to challenge myself and also give myself an outlet for practice. I really wanted to practice reading more. I can read for myself only so much and pull daily draws only so much. And I actually don't enjoy reading for good friends because they've already told me everything. They've already discharged to me. I usually know the ins and outs of the situation. I usually know the other people involved. And so I have a definite opinion, and I find it challenging to read when I'm in that situation. So I don't like that too much. And it waxes and wanes. Sometimes I feel like I'm an expert because I've been reading the cards for so long. And sometimes I get into these cycles where I feel like I'm a total beginner and I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm in one of those cycles. But I've also been mulling around the idea of flavors of tarot cards. And one of the reasons why I don't like to consult books too much, I don't like to get into the habit of just devouring tarot books because it's really important to have your own relationship with the cards. And when you just read a glossary of meanings, you're taking the card out of context. And all of the different contexts of the cards are what give it its flavor. And the card has a range of meanings. And how do you know which meaning that you are going to be using for that reading? It just depends on the context. So I kind of want to practice context, and that could be its position in a reading, in a spread. It could be the question gives it focus and in a container and limits it. It could be the cards that are around it. So, if you pull two cards, that's going to give each card a little bit of a twist. It could be, is it reversed? I think we all read reversals. It's just some people use an upside down visual cue and some people don't. But we all intuitively maybe know when we're reading a more shadow or reversed aspect of the card. And so I've been thinking about card combinations and just picking some cards and practicing that way. And so I thought you might like to practice with me because I'm tired of talking about tarot decks at the moment. There's a lot of VRs and stuff I want to make, and those are always fun, but I kind of want to get busy reading the cards and put my books away for a while and things like that. The deck, speaking of decks, the deck that I'm using is a deck that Michael got me, I think, for my birthday. And it's a Rider-Waite, and it looks like this. I think it reads better on camera. Well, it looks better anyway. The cards are pretty dark, but I refer to this as my tea-stained tarot. It's kind of aged, and it looks like so. And it's just, in person, they seem a little darker than they do on camera. The texture of these cards is pretty cool because it's not super matte, but it's not very glossy, but they almost feel embossed. Here's the back of the card. They're not, but it's kind of like a crinkly texture. They shuffle like a dream. Like if you are a riffle shuffler or an overhand shuffler, they do not stick at all. They're kind of plasticky feeling. So I'm really liking this tea stain tarot, my aged tarot, I'm calling it. And it looks kind of cool. It's different. So what I'm going to do is I decided not really to have a topic like love or work or finances, but I just pulled a couple cards. And so the topic would really be a general reading or just your own self. And I pulled one card as the main card, and I pulled this at random, and then another card as the one giving it flavor, putting it in context. And it's just so hilarious that I pulled these two cards because, you know, that always happens. You read for someone, and really there's a message in the reading for you. By you, I mean me. Okay, so the two cards I picked were the Four of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Apathy. Okay. And then what I did was I just dumped a list of words for each of these cards, and then kind of a list of words that they had in common. And then I just wrote. And so I did a little bit of a journal entry. And I got some new Flair pens. I'm really excited because they are the wide tip. They're kind of a heavier, they're not fine point. They're like a thick point at the end. So I like that. Anyway, that sounded really bad. My friends will laugh at me. So for the Four of Cups, I said things like choice or indecision or unaware, non-acceptance, contemplation, being closed off. And for the Nine of Swords, this is just anxiety, worry, self-defeating thoughts. And what they had in common to me was a little bit being self-absorbed, maybe self-indulgent, pouting a little bit, being stubborn. I think, I think it's, am I describing myself right now? Maybe. But then I just put them together and came up with a general reading. So if I were reading for someone else, how would I read these? So if you want to practice with me, you can pause the video, maybe make your own list. I probably should have paused it before I told you my list of meanings. And then we'll talk about the cards. Okay, so pausey. All right, so you paused maybe. And I would love to hear your interpretations in the description, not the description. What do you call those things? The comments. Make a comment like, yes, I agree with you, or I see something completely different. So I just started with the Four of Cups. And to me, the Four of Cups is, that person where we've been sitting in traffic and sitting there at the red light and the light turns green and that one person doesn't go and you're like enraged, like, let's go. I have places to be. The light has turned green and you're still sitting there. That's what I imagine this person's guides are feeling like. Like we're giving you the green light and you're just sitting there jerking off. Like, what are you doing? Let's go. And so I feel that kind of feeling when I'm looking at this person. Like, I feel like this person has almost an overload. It's almost too many options. And I feel like I said, I'm really giving myself a reading. When I have too many options, or there are so many things I could be doing, should be doing, goals that I have, hobbies that I want to put time into, and so I end up doing nothing because I'm indecisive and I'm just closing myself off to everything. And then I feel pissed off at myself because I wasn't productive and I didn't really do anything. And then it's just this cycle of not even wanting to see this because I'm so mad at myself that I'm just in a funk. So now I'm kind of funky. So when I see this card, I usually have always thought, will you take that damn cup? I see this card and I feel annoyance. And so I know there's a little charge there for me. There's some message in this card for me. So I get to this point where I'm so like annoyed. I'm just out of sorts, and I, just feel like nothing's gonna make me happy right now. And so when I get to that point, I take a step back. I didn't mean to, I meant this to be a general reading, but like an imaginary person, but I guess it's me. And so then we have this card. And I am close personal friends with this card. This is one of the earliest cards, one of the first cards to really click in my head was the Nine of Swords. And to me, this is just anxiety, which I'm really good at. And it's just like driving yourself crazy. Now, how does it flavor the Four of Cups? Well, because it's a 9, I think that this is, kind of the ending point. The thing, though, with this card, the Nine of Swords, is things are coming to an end, but it's almost because it's a breaking point sort of end. Like, you've worried yourself sick. Probably none of that's ever going to happen. You've let your imagination and your thoughts kind of get out of control. You've maybe beat yourself up. And now, there's only one way to get out of this rut, and that is to, like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm tired of this, and I don't like feeling like this. So now I'm going to make that video, or I'm going to do that workout, or I'm going to, do a meditation, or force myself to be in the present moment, or do some yoga, however I'm going to choose to do this. It's like, get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself, Amy. And so I feel like this pattern of just being stuck, and because he's just so closed off to everything, it's like nothing, no new information. It's like, get away from me. Let me just think. Let me get my head together. And that's where I'm at. I'm at this point where I don't like feeling like this. So I can either, cry myself a river, or I can get my head together and, get my thoughts together and maybe snap myself out of this. I don't really like telling people to, like, get over it. But sometimes get over it. Like, I have to make a choice here to control my thoughts, because, then we can, the Ten of Swords, is that better? Probably, because then, the dawn is coming. So that's it. This is like completely self-imposed mental torture, which I've, mastered the art of that. Anyway, let me know in the comments if, I don't know, should I do more of I feel like maybe I should pick topics and pick a few cards and do practice stuff, but I don't know if anyone would watch that. And you know what? I keep telling myself it doesn't matter if anyone watches it. I'm going to make the videos that I want to make. And I'm hoping that, people like to practice. And anyway, so, well, it was nice talking to you guys. I will stop dreading going back to work Monday, and, no more Nine of Swords. Okay, well, let me know what you think. Let me know how you would interpret this in the bottom, and down there in the comments. Okay, I'm just gonna go. All right, okay, bye.